Jibber,
Jibber,
Jabber,
Jibber,
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 Jabber, Jibber, Jabber, Jibber, Jabber, Jibber, Jabber.
4. Boom.
Boom.
Episode 4.
Episode 4.
We are in.
A New Hope.
Hell yeah.
That's how I wrote it down on my phone. Is
Oh, you did?
Episode 4.
I like that.
I was being all fancy and that.
Damn, I might do that just for this one episode. I'll do 1v instead of
Do it.
instead of the numbers.
Do it.
It'll be the only one. People are going to go through the list and be like, why is only this one?
Well, and they'll never know.
Well, unless they listen to it. Like,
Unless they listen and
you
they
are
discover
right now.
this. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. We
So-
probably don't probably have many listeners.
we got a good handful.
We've got a good
We've got
handful.
a few
I like a good
regulars,
handful.
which I'm quite happy about.
I think some of those regulars maybe.
I know they're friends and family,
Oh,
but
there you go
like,
then.
it's just not. It's
To be fair,
appreciated.
it's nice to have someone listen to the whole thing. I suppose.
Absolutely.
So yeah. Anyway, welcome back.
Hello, yes.
Welcome to the Noobearian Jibber Jabber.
Episode 4.
Ivy, the New
We're doing
Hope.
good.
I'm
in a
your
row.
father.
It's only been a week since the last recording.
I know, man. It worked out quite well. We was going
It
to do it tomorrow, but we're doing it today because man's got paid day off.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's touches
Wicked.
all around.
Right.
Like, no, not going to say that.
I think I know where your brain was going.
Yep. Anyway, what have you been up to, man?
What have I been up to?
Ah,
Been playing a lot of video games.
that's true. Me
Yep.
too. Me too.
I've been playing High on Life, a bit of Red Dead 2, a bit of Minecraft.
Ah,
I've been watching Frasier on season 2 now.
alright. Like it still.
I am. It's getting funnier and funnier. I've found myself laughing at it a bit more
Who's your
often.
favourite character so far?
Probably Niles.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a funny dude.
He
The
is
way
quite
he's
funny.
around Daphne
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yep.
Really makes me laugh. I quite like the dad as well.
I was
I
gonna
didn't
say
like him
that-
in the first episode, but
No.
he grew on me quite quickly.
Yeah, I like that, to be fair.
Um,
Yeah, no, it's a good show, man.
yeah, really
Cool.
enjoyed it.
Cool,
and then I've just been working on this script for this video that
You're working on.
it's going to be an interesting video. It's
Dark Knighty.
yeah, it's about a Batman porn parody I discovered and watched with my partner, and
Did you guys wank?
no, we weren't like looking for porn or anything.
Oh,
Like,
right,
we
you
were
just stumbled upon it.
on a pirate website, which I'm not sure if
I don't think you should be telling everybody that.
I was on a perfectly legal website.
Allegedly a pirate website.
And,
Allegedly.
I was just looking for films, and yeah, it just came up, and I was like, "Is that a porn movie?" And then I was like, "Oh my god, it is!" And then we watched like the first 5 minutes,
Yep.
and I was like, "I need to watch this fucking movie." And then I watched the entire thing, and I was like, "I need other people to know about this movie." So
So you're making an informative video.
it is an in-depth analysis on this fucking movie.
Is this the one you emailed the creator?
I got to interview the director, creator, and writer of the movie.
Nice.
So, yeah, I'm very excited. So,
Oh,
expect that on my YouTube channel,
Which is
youtube.com/Mr. Alibabs.
Mr. Alibabs. Mr.
Yeah.
What is Alibabs?
It's my PlayStation username that my mum came up with when I was like 13.
Yeah.
That Christmas, I was given a PS3. It was wicked. I think it was 2013. It doesn't matter. But yeah, my mum set up my PlayStation Network account,
And she made the name.
and it is a mix of first name,
Yep.
which is Alison, or it's Ali.
Why
And
you
then-
stop naming people? I know your mum's name.
Well, no one's got to find. I don't know.
Oh, they could. If
Okay.
you want to les it up.
There's Al, Big Al.
I thought you were Big Al,
She's bigger Al.
but you're bigger than her.
That's a good point. But that's what makes it funny.
Tiny Al. You're Tiny Al. Tinsy. We'll call you Tinsy T.
Tiny Al. Tinsy T. And then Baps, which is like a bread roll type thing.
Obviously. Fair enough.
Yeah, and that's
So
the
it's
story.
your mum and
behind
the
it.
sandwich, basically.
But yeah, so and then I added the Mister because I don't know. I thought it was
You are
cool.
Mister.
Stuff. I am
Yeah,
a Mister.
fair enough.
Yeah.
It's not a bad name.
Thank
I was just curious as where it came from.
Yeah, well now you know. Anyway, what have you been up to?
I've been playing Hogwarts Legacy.
Lovely.
I've actually completed Hogwarts Legacy.
Awesome.
All the main story. Very good game. As we discussed earlier, combat's fairly easy, but it's quite fun to run around as a wizard.
Yeah,
You better believe the second I learned the unforgivable curses, I was on it, mate.
Yeah.
On it. So,
Pure evil.
so I am quite bad. And every time there was an option to be like a horrible prick, I kind of was. Except for to some people. This is like a young girl and a couple years younger than you in the Hogwarts. And she loves animals, so I just had to give respect to her because I love me animals too.
Yeah.
Not like that, but you know. Well, now I've made you think about it. Anyway, so I've been playing Hogwarts. I've been working, obviously. Finished building a patio, which is nice.
Ooh.
So
How'd it come out?
that's good. It's good.
Yeah.
We're going to go back next year and finish off all the pointing and that because we can't do it in this weather.
Oh, okay.
Because it's difficult to play around with cement in this kind of weather.
Yeah.
I finished Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh yeah.
Finished.
Like it.
The jump from season 7 to 8, is it? I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Obviously, kind of happened around COVID and everything
Yeah.
changed a little bit.
Yeah.
And the show changed quite a lot.
Yeah. Because
Um,
Gina's out of it by then.
Gina's pretty. She comes back like the last 2
Rosa
episodes.
is like not in the precinct
No, she's
anymore.
she's a private investigator.
Yeah.
She's on edibles
Yeah.
and all that shit. I don't know. It just changed a bit, but I pushed through to the end because I wanted to see what happened in the end. And I think you could probably tell the cast didn't want it to finish because it seemed quite emotional
Yeah.
within their characters. I don't know. It just seemed kind
But
of.
they
real.
were very close knit
Yeah.
behind scenes, from what I could tell, and so much like
yeah,
good
man.
friends.
The way, yeah. So I finished that, and other than that, mate, I built my bed this morning because I had a new bed come. So
Lovely.
I'll be sleeping on that tonight.
Yeah. You gotta give us your bed review next episode.
Well, I mean, does the bed really matter? Because it's still the same mattress. Is it not just irrelevant?
It holds the mattress.
So,
I don't know.
would you rate a cup of tea from a cup holder?
Absolutely.
From a cup holder, you've got your cup, and there's tea in it, and you
Okay.
put it in a cup holder. You are not basing that cup of tea on that cup holder, no?
Maybe.
No, but it doesn't
First
have
of all,
any
I don't
effect.
drink tea.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, I'm just trying to make a point here, you prick. You drink coffee, I know.
Well, then why don't you say...
Oh, because it was the first thing I thought of. For fuck's sake. Why are you like this?
I don't know.
Who are you?
Anyway.
No one cares about your traumatic life, mate. Yeah, you wouldn't base a cup of tea on the fucking cup holder, would you?
If somehow...
I don't think the bed frame really makes much of a difference.
Because you can have cup holders that will keep your drink warm.
Oh.
And there's some cup holders, like the one in your car, that
I
are
haven't
very
got a
airy and
heat.
make your drink go colder
I
a little
haven't-
bit quicker.
I haven't
than
got
your
a heated
average.
bed frame, so
Well,
it's not gonna.
I'm just that would change the tea thing. Though.
Oh
Would
God!
it not?
Right,
Would it not?
it would change the tea, but we're not. talking-
So I will judge my cup of tea by my fucking cup holder.
I thought we didn't drink tea.
What?
Well, yeah, well then,
Well, the
yeah,
other one
well
is-
then, well, yeah. Shut your
Make
fucking
believe
mouth.
tea land.
You're being a prick about this.
I
Why are you
do.
like this?
You love it.
No, I don't actually.
sorry.
I feel attacked personally.
Well,
I think we should end it here. End it
That's-
here.
I think the second episode we've done this job
Is it?
now.
Well, I know. I said we'd end the friendship this time. I just mean the podcast. We'll end it at 8 minutes, 9 minutes, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Covered 3 whole minutes there.
go.
So you can pick and choose where you put that,
Thank you.
Mr. Editor Baps.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what's new with me. I've been judged for my bed frame.
I wasn't
And,
judging you for your bed frame.
Shut
I
up.
just-
We're not talking about it
just
anymore.
wanted-
No,
I
we're
was
breezing.
wanting
Mate, we're
to know
breezing.
if you
Yeah,
had a good night's sleep.
we are breezing past it. You've judged me about my bed frame. We're moving on. Moving on.
I hope it breaks in the middle of the
I
night.
hope your face breaks.
I hope all the planks.
I
just
hope your
pop
lungs collapse
out. Whoa.
while you're sleeping. I don't mean. I don't think you'd make. I don't think you would make that noise. I think if the
That's
air
not-
was coming out of your lungs, you'd just be.
Yeah,
I probably didn't even pick that up.
probably not. I barely heard it.
Exactly. Anyway, so what are we moving on to, buddy? Because there's
Uh,
not really any UFC news.
No.
I didn't catch the last card, to be honest.
No, me neither. I missed it as well,
Um,
unfortunately.
Well, I caught some of it. I didn't catch a lot of it because I fell asleep.
Yeah.
And I thought it was on last weekend, but it's not. It's on this weekend.
Okay.
So I know UFC news really.
Anything good this weekend?
By that answer, probably nothing massive. I think we've got two or three events before 296.
Okay.
Like I said, which is a few days before I go on holiday.
Yeah.
So we'll be watching that together.
Absolutely.
Obviously there's boxing on.
Yep.
On the 23rd of December.
Yep.
Deontay Wilder's fighting. I can't remember. Anthony Joshua's fighting. I can't remember.
Okay.
So
Cool.
I don't really follow the boxing much, man. It's
watch
it's
it.
gone massively downhill.
Yeah.
I'll be watching it. Me and the lads will be on holiday, won't we? So.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
So I have also been stressing about this 10 albums thing.
Yes.
Big time. I now understand how the trouble you had with the film.
Yeah, that was.
Because this is. Yeah.
All week you've been messaging me like, I think once a day you brought up like me.
Yeah,
having
probably.
Such a hard time with this.
Probably. What
albums.
was it like? Fucking. You was like, I've done my list, and I was like, I've got one.
Yeah.
So that's good. I've got my list, but like I said, I've got like 13 honourable mentions.
Right.
Of not the 10 greatest albums of all time, but what I'd have on a desert island.
Your desert island.
Which was quite hard to
it
figure
does
out.
Change it.
It really does change it. Granted, some of mine will probably still be similar if it was a greatest, but
right.
But yeah. Anyway, so I mean, I'm ready to move on to that.
So how are you going to do this? Are we going to do like one each?
Should we do one each? Because last time we did the whole list.
We did.
We'll do one each.
Okay.
Do you want to go first?
I'll go first.
You go first. You go first.
Okay. Well, which one should I choose?
Because I'll probably fucking change mine while we're doing it, like I did last time.
Okay, I'm going to start off with Wish You Were Here, Pink Floyd.
Oh, mate. Great album.
And
it's one of my honourable mentions.
It's such a good album. I've got it in vinyl as well, so I kind of have that little personal touch with it.
Fantastic. I love that.
So
I love that
good.
album. I listened to that album at a fairly difficult
Not
point in my
that
life.
we condone the use of any psychedelics, but if one were to use them, I would listen to that album.
You don't need drugs to enjoy Pink Floyd. You
No.
need Pink Floyd to enjoy drugs.
I like that. Yeah.
And I know a few of our listeners aren't like that, and I don't do anything like that anymore anyway. But these albums are unfucking real. Any Pink Floyd album, really. But Wish You Were Here, Wish You Were Here touches me. But I've got a Pink Floyd album, but that's not the one that made my list.
Interesting.
It nearly was, but it wasn't the one that made my list.
I kind of want to know which one made your list now.
Well, we'll go on to mine.
Yeah.
I'll do that. I'll do that one then. Okay, well, mine one then. These are in no particular order.
Yes.
I'm just doing this one because you said I've got The Wall by Pink Floyd.
Okay.
It's an hour and a half of just one song flowing into the next.
Yeah.
Roger's bass playing is unreal. David's guitar playing, mate. When I first heard "Comfortably Numb" properly, I was just on my way into a bad trip. And I listened to this album from beginning to end with headphones on, and I could genuinely feel the music within my body. When the song "Mother" came on, I felt really comforted.
Yep.
And then, it starts picking up a little bit, another brick in the wall and all that, and I felt a bit uneasy. I was like, oh my God, society's shit. Comfortably Numb comes around, mate. My bones are tingling with every fucking note on the guitar. I'm in tears in the fetal position on the bed. It was, not in a bad way, but it was almost overwhelming. It was very powerful, very, very powerful. So yeah, man, that's my Pink Floyd album. But
Good.
Wish You Were Here is literally in brackets next to that.
Yeah.
Because it was my honourable mention. It was either Wish You Were Here. A Momentary Lapse of Reason is another good album.
Yeah.
That I considered, but it didn't make the cut.
Yeah. No.
So yeah. So we both have Pink Floyd.
Okay.
I wasn't expect.
That was one of my maybe, because I said there's one artist that we're both definitely going to have, and then there's 2 to 3 that we maybe may have.
So I wasn't. Don't think I was expecting you to have Pink Floyd.
Really?
I don't think no,
Okay.
I wasn't. I think if it was Wish You Were Here would have been the album I would have chose, but I just wasn't really expecting it to make your cut. Anyway, what's your next one, buddy?
I'm going to go Plastic Beach by the Gorillaz.
Okay, you like your Gorillaz.
I do love my Gorillaz. Their third album.
Yep.
I was going to choose out of that or the first album, 2000, which I do also really like, and I've got that on CD.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you got Demon Days But I feel like that's a bit basic bitch, and I've heard those songs a little bit too
So
deaf,
many times, yeah.
especially Feel Good Inc.
Yeah, man. Even I'm tired of
Feel Good
even
Inc.
I'm tired, and I'm not even a massive Gorillaz fan. I like their big bumpers, but
Right.
even
But
that I can't.
Plastic
listen to that.
Island, I don't know. I really like because there's like a story arc behind them.
Yeah.
I really like the arc behind it. Some of the songs are fucking awesome. Like it's just that good mix of like weird and wonderful,
Mm-hmm.
and like it's kind of got a bit of everything.
The Gorillaz are definitely their own thing, aren't they?
Yeah,
they are
yeah.
definitely their own
I'd
thing.
say so.
100%. Okay, cool.
So yeah,
Cool.
Plastic Beach.
Plastic Beach.
It's awesome album.
Yeah. Anything else you've got to add to that?
I saw him live
Yeah.
a few years ago.
What, that
A year or
album?
two. No, it was just a mix of all their songs from 2000 all the way to their newest release.
Okay.
Because there was like one or two songs I hadn't heard before because they were in the newer albums,
Yeah.
which I haven't listened through. Which
Sure.
I should at some point, but they've kind of changed direction and style a bit.
Oh, I haven't heard
They're a
anything
bit
new.
more
so-
like rappy and hip hoppy.
Okay, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Yeah, I don't know. They're a bit definitely different.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, they were good to see live. People moshing.
Really? A
Yeah.
Gorillaz concert?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, so I also saw Ice Nine Kills
Yeah.
this year.
Mhm.
They're a very heavy metal band, screamo type shit, and I'm pretty sure I saw more mosh pits at Gorillaz than I did there.
Really?
However, I was at the top balcony. I wasn't really looking at the crowd. I was looking at the.
Right, okay, I'm with you. Okay, fair enough.
But yeah,
Alright.
so
Sweet.
this one girl. So like because I went with my brother. They like made friends. These girls that are in front of us.
Mhm.
And they were kind of sticking with us throughout the entire thing.
Yeah.
And then the mosh pit started, and there was this one girl. She was a tiny little thing, nothing on her glasses, and she got swept up into the mosh pit, and we did not see her for the rest of the night.
Really?
She was gone.
Oh my god.
I think first she got smacked and her fucking glasses came off, and then she put it back on, and then at one point
She
she just
disappeared.
sucked into the fucking mosh pit.
the black hole of people that
It
is.
was kind of
Oh,
terrifying.
Bless her. That must be
She might be
terrifying.
dead. I
She
don't
could be
know.
dead.
I genuinely
I
don't
feel like
know.
you'd hear about that.
I feel like
You definitely
yeah.
would have heard about that, but that's just unreal, bro.
Yeah.
God, imagine that. Just imagine me and you were out together, and all of a sudden one of us just gets sucked into a crowd of people. You don't see me ever again.
Right, it's tragic, but
She's just off in Peru living a different life.
it really is. There's people also sitting down doing that rowboat thing,
The what? Oh,
like sitting in a line. They're like,
oh,
yeah,
I'm with you.
the
Ah,
runs and
fair
that.
enough.
That was weird and funny, but definitely
Interesting.
an interesting.
I think
concept
people who
experience.
listen to Gorillaz are probably fairly interesting people because they are a fairly interesting band.
That's fair.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Unless
Well.
it's just Feel Good Inc., then you're a basic bitch. Brilliant. What's your next one?
I nearly
Oh,
did that.
album, sorry.
My next album, this is the one I think that's going to catch you off guard.
Okay.
Stoney by Post Malone.
That did catch me off guard.
Yeah, I bet you wasn't expecting that.
No.
Wow, I was like 16 when I come across this album.
Okay.
17. Obviously a bit of a pothead. It's just got some good vibes. It's got a couple of upbeat songs as well. I just think he's a good artist. He's probably sold out a little bit with some of his songs because they are a bit.
I like Sunflower.
I do like something. That's a good one. But yeah, no, Stoney is.
Okay.
I don't know. I just really like most of the songs on there, man.
That's
I've
fair.
never really skipped them. To be fair,
be
I've not
fair.
listened to it in a long time,
Yeah.
but I think I wouldn't have any problem listening to it at all
Okay.
from beginning to end.
Yeah, I've not really listened to much Post Malone other than like what's on radio, is what's played at clubs, or like what's in movies. That's like, obviously Sunflowers in Spider-Man. That's how I
And obviously 2020 we had It's a Raid with Ozzy Osbourne.
Yep.
well.
Yeah.
Stop looking at my
I
list.
didn't see
You
it.
keep
I
looking at
promise.
my list.
I promise I'm not.
Yeah?
But since we're going down the hip hop vibe, I think you're probably going to know who this artist is going to be.
MF Doom.
It's MF Doom.
MF Doom. I knew you'd have
Yeah.
MF Doom. Have you got one or two albums for me?
One. This was probably the hardest for me because I do have like more like songs on my Spotify playlist on a different album, but I feel like this album as a whole
Yep.
is so like compact.
See,
and
I
tight.
had a similar thing with a few albums of my band.
Like so the album, by the way, is Food. or Food. It's probably his most iconic album.
Yeah.
You know, he really plays into his super villain, because that's like his thing. He
Yeah.
pretends to be like a super villain or raps about being an evil guy. And he also plays like clips from like old school fucking Fantastic Four shit and like cartoons and shit like that. So,
He's very Wu-Tangy, isn't he?
yeah,
Very Wu-Tangy. Yeah, fair enough, man.
There's just some.
I
songs
know
on
you
there
like
that
that. This year,
absolute-
I'd say this past year and a half, you've been bang on it.
I was
bang
top 1% MF Doom fan on
Yeah.
Spotify, so I was like,
Nice.
alright, sick.
Nice. I don't
Um,
want to brag. I was top 0.05 for Sabbath.
That's cool. I had that with System like 2 years
I-
ago.
My top 5 was literally one artist has changed each year for the past 5 years. The other 4 have been the same.
But yeah, listen to that if you're into hip hop. It's chill, you know. It's not
Yeah,
too
it's
much.
not-
You can have that in the
yeah.
background. It's like
It's good music.
and when you listen to it as well, like he's quite like his rap's a little not like I don't know. It's fun to listen to.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
know,
I'm with
like-
you. It is, and you know what? A good choice to be fair, because like you said, it's even if it's on in the background,
Yeah,
it's
it's just chill.
it's not
vibes.
it's not in your face, is
No,
it? Which
Not at all.
he's not on my list because I don't really listen to it. But every time you play it, man, I've got zero problems with that, and
Yeah,
that's a rare occurrence for someone
You,
plays
you've never
music.
lost a skip one.
No.
So.
So there we go. Okay,
Yeah,
MF Doom it is
yeah.
then. Okay, well, sticking on the hip hop route, I've got Relapse Refill by Eminem.
Okay.
Big Eminem fan.
Yep.
Old Eminem, not new Eminem.
Yep.
Not that he's not still amazing. I just the beats and that these days are just too trappy and all
It's
that
in
shit for
Fortnite
me.
now.
Brilliant, fantastic.
Yep.
I don't care.
I just saw that. It's been all over my
Anyway,
Facebook.
so yeah, Relapse Refill. Eminem was quite a difficult choice for me.
Okay. Yeah.
Really difficult choice because I listened to all of his albums up to Marshall Mathers LP2.
Mhm.
And I love them all, really, from beginning to end. But Relapse Refill, I know a lot of people didn't like it with the silly voices and that, but
No, I liked all that stuff.
I
in it,
fucking
yeah.
love Relapse, especially Refill. You know, it come out I think the same year, but it had a few extra songs on it. So yeah, so that's my what's that, third one?
Yeah.
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 So let's get on to your fourth, buddy.
Okay. Ooh, which to choose? I'm gonna go for one that you probably don't know.
Okay.
The album's called Six Demon Bag by a band called Man Man.
Okay. I think you told me to listen to Man Man.
I think there are some songs you'd really dig. They're a very unique and funky band. You always using funky instruments, or there's not a lot out there like it. And this was the album I was introduced to them.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't listened to all of their stuff, but I do like them. And everything I have listened to, I have enjoyed.
Okay.
But yeah, this was just the album I was introduced to. I know the most songs from it. They all just slap, and
Okay.
you know, when
And
I'm feeling a bit weird.
Have you got a favourite song on that album?
Probably it's called like English Blood. It's got
Okay.
like a W in English, and it's
Okay.
a song about like this man who's like his mum is like a Chinese immigrant or Japanese immigrant.
Yeah.
Got pregnant kind of unfaithfully,
Mm-hmm.
and like I think with an English man, then she goes back to Japan, so he's born like this kind of.
Is that not a bit racist? A bit English.
Yeah, no, yeah, a little bit, I guess.
Oh dear.
But
Okay.
like, it's just like him kind of being like an outsider.
Okay.
Because he's got English blood.
I think you mean English.
English blood. yeah.
English blood. Okay.
But,
Fair enough.
it's a pretty funky song, very unique.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. I'll have to give it a go. You'll have to send me a few specific songs maybe, because if they're that unique, I don't know. We might not get on.
Oh.
Even though I am a special flower.
You are indeed.
I am a special flower. Right, on to my next one then, which is my number 4.
Yep.
I am gonna go Heaven and Hell by Black Sabbath.
Ooh.
Heaven and Hell by Black Sabbath. It was nearly Computer God.
Okay.
It was nearly Computer God, but I had to have a Dio Sabbath album.
Okay.
And Heaven and Hell from beginning to end was the one that I had definitely listened to over and over again.
Okay.
Specifically, my favourite song on there, other than the title track, because that's probably a bit basic, is maybe Neon Nights.
That song does slap. Okay,
I even like the
interesting.
slower ones, though. Over and Over is a good song. But yeah, so yeah, that was my fourth album, man. You know what a Sabbath fan I am.
Yeah.
It was hard
I bet.
choosing these albums, mate. It was really hard. I think all in all, I looked at all their albums and thought I could listen to all of them over and over again without any issue. So that's my Dio Sabbath album, which obviously gives you an inkling to the fact that I have an Aussie Sabbath album.
Makes sense. Okay, well in that case, I'll go for my Dio album,
Okay.
which of course is Magica.
I knew it was going to be Magica. I knew he was going to have Magica.
You know what? I was struggling having a toss-up between Last in Line and
Okay.
Magica.
Okay.
And I went through and listened to them both again.
Mm.
I do love Last in Line.
Last
But
Line's fantastic.
I don't know why, I just Magica just slaps hard for me.
It
is.
Magica is a good album.
I kind
It
of
is
like
a
the
good
little
album.
robot as well. That's kind of like in between
Yeah,
tracks. I don't know why. It kind of tells a story.
Yeah, man. What's your favourite track?
Probably losing my
Yeah,
insanity.
That is a banger.
Just starts off
Absolutely.
like this, like medieval, like kind of like ding 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 ding, and then like just fucking slaps
Just
down
goes,
the guitar,
yeah.
and then if I was to go into battle, I think I'd want to listen to that song.
I can see you bare chested on a horse.
Right.
On a centaur, even.
Hair down,
Hair down.
sword out, shield out.
No, you don't have a shield, you just have
Just
a
my
sword.
sword. Okay.
You just have a sword
Hell
and
yeah.
a spear.
Yeah,
I can see that. I can
I
see
like
that.
Got like a fucking bloody handprint
Oh,
on my face.
yeah, like a Uruk guy from Lord of the Rings.
exactly. Looks
White
like
Hand of
meat
Saruman.
is back on the menu, boys.
Oh!
But anyway,
Hey,
yeah.
so Magica's your album for
Yeah,
Dio. Well,
absolutely.
I have actually got a Dio solo album as well.
Really?
I had to, bruv. I
Okay.
just had to. I'm obviously mine's very rock and metal centric.
Yeah.
I think the songs that the albums that aren't rock and metal on mine, I could probably have rock and metal in their place. I could have 10 rock and metal albums, no problem.
Right.
But I had to have a mix up.
Yeah, it was the same.
But my Dio album is Dream Evil.
Okay. That was a banger of an album
uh,
as well.
It's a fantastic album. Yet again, beginning to end, not a song I would skip.
Yeah.
I did look at The Last in Line.
Yep.
Obviously, even just for the title track alone. But no, it was Dream Evil took the biscuit for me, man. Took the biscuit. And
Fair enough.
with Dio, I really struggled because obviously he's been Rainbow.
Yep.
And I listened to Rainbow albums
And
this week
Elf.
as well, and Elf, and I was just really struggling. Catch the Rainbow, Rainbow, the self-titled album,
Yep.
nearly made it onto the list,
Okay.
and so did Rainbow Rising
Yeah.
as well,
Yeah.
because they are just
Okay.
Stargazer.
He's a very
alone is
talented
unreal.
man.
Very talented little man.
Beautiful voice.
Big lorry coming.
Big glory coming.
So I'm going to do that down a little bit. It's smoky. Yeah. So that's my Dio album, mate. My
Okay.
2 Dio albums.
Okay. Wow. I wasn't expecting
was you
two
not
Dio
expecting
albums.
that?
No, that's for
Matt,
for a
I
little bit,
was
but you know, fair enough.
struggling. I nearly
So
didn't
that's-
have Heaven and Hell.
That was the other artist I thought we'd have the same of.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
That
Well,
wasn't my other maybe one. But of course, I've also got a Black Sabbath album.
Yep.
I straight up lied to you. It was
Master
Masters of
Reality. I knew it. Why'd you lie to me?
Because I didn't want to spoil it. For
Oh
the podcast.
well, sometimes I'm just too good at
You
guessing.
might think me a basic bitch.
No, not at all, man.
But-
Master any Sabbath album, man.
To be fair, I think that the second and the fourth are more popular a little bit. I think the second one has more hit like.
Paranoid's the second one.
Yeah, Paranoid's like.
And that's probably
the
their
top.
most prolific album.
But yeah, Master Reality. I've got it on vinyl. I've pretty much got every single track
Mm-hmm.
in my like list. I think apart from like the intro
And
tracks.
your favourite is
It does change.
Sweet Leaf?
I think it might be Into the Void.
Into the Void? I think that's probably my favourite song. on
It
that album.
does change all the time. Every time
Of
I
course,
listen to
yeah,
it.
of course.
but
It always does.
I do
It
love
always does.
Sweet Leaf as well. I love all of the fucking tracks.
Mhm.
So they're just slap, absolutely slap. They're just, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I knew you was going to have Master Reality, man. I knew it. And
You
it
guessed it straight
that was
away.
my
and I was
first
like,
guess.
no. And you was like, what? I was like, oh shit.
you give me trust issues.
To be
man.
fair, I was thinking about Sabbath Bloody Sabbath.
I've got that in my honourable mentions.
Okay.
Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath.
So yeah, I suppose if I was to have an honourable mention, that would be my second choice.
Okay, cool. Well, I suppose I'll go to my Aussie Sabbath album then.
Yep.
And I think this one's going to throw you through the loop, although judging by recent times, maybe not. It's 13.
Okay.
It's 13. I know a lot of people didn't like it because they're just clinging on to nostalgic reasons.
Fucking great album.
They are just slappers from beginning to end, man. Just non-stop. And then they pull it out with Zeitgeist, which is Panic Caravan Part 2.
Yep.
Obviously, I will say I nearly did have Paranoid because, yet again, every song from beginning to end, it's got their 3 most famous songs on it.
Yep.
And I was trying to look at it from a point of view without the fatigue factor, because obviously they're the only ones that get played on radios and stuff.
Yeah.
I was trying to look at it without that, and you know they are like the quintessential fucking songs. You know, War Pigs, Iron Man, and Paranoid.
Yeah.
Paranoid they wrote in 30 minutes.
I'm not surprised.
I believe Tony stayed in the studio. Ozzy, Geezer, and Bill went to go get lunch, and I believe when they came back, he had the riff.
That's awesome.
And they threw the song together in half an hour because they needed to fill 2.5 minutes. The album was nearly War Pigs.
That's crazy.
But Paranoid came out and fucking smashed it with a simple but fantastic riff by the riff master himself, Tony Iommi. So that is my Sabbath album, man.
Awesome. Okay.
Cool. Well, yeah.
Interesting.
Cool. I'm going to throw in Sabotage as a honourable mention because I think it's Ozzy's best vocal performance with Sabbath as a whole.
Yeah, to be fair, he does belt it in some fucking songs.
Obviously, Master of Reality was mentioned. I didn't have it on my list specifically because I knew you'd have it on your list. Any of their, even their first album is fantastic. I think Volume 4 might be maybe my least favourite, which is probably a fairly controversial opinion among Sabbath fans.
Interesting.
But I mean, like the Aussie era.
Yeah.
Aussie era, of course, because Technical Ecstasy and Never Say Die, a lot of people hate on, but I just think they're really good.
Yeah.
So anyway, man, on to your next one.
Okay. Since we're still in kind of a rock-y thing.
Well, that's all you got from me for the rest of the time, mate.
Well, this is probably my last rock album. Oh, it's metal. It's Death Album 4 by Def Clock.
Never heard of it.
No, it's So the funny thing about Def Clock is that they're a cartoon band from a TV show called Metalocalypse.
I think you've told me about it.
I've told you about that, which is on. You can watch it on All 4 if you want to watch it. I think it's about it follows a metal band, but with each season that came out, they released an album, and there was originally like 3 seasons, 3 albums, and then the show got cancelled.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like 10 years later, Adult Swim, because they did that with like 3 other shows. I think like Teen Aqua Force and Venture Bros.
I've heard of Venture Bros.
I believe they both also got cancelled. So what they did, they got these 3 shows, and they're like, right, you can tie up your stories with 1 movie. And so each of them all got movies. So they not only made a movie for Metalocalypse, but they dropped a whole album out with it.
Nice.
And it is their best album yet. They fucking went all out. Obviously, the guy who does it is called Brandon Small. Between ending Metalocalypse, he like did another thing called like Intergalactia or something like that. It's like space metal.
Okay.
I haven't gone too much into it, but I've heard it's very good.
Okay.
And he got very, very good at guitar. Even better at guitar kind of thing. Learned a bunch of new shit. So by the time he did the Death Album 4, just fucking some sick fucking tracks on there.
Okay, cool. Is there anything I would listen to on there?
I think, I don't know. I'm not sure if you'd like the vocals.
Yeah, man, I'm quite picky about my vocals.
There is a song called I'm the Beast.
Yeah.
And it is literally about being a dog. It's like a song from a dog's perspective. This was about him running about fake throws with balls and going to the vet and shit.
Okay, cool.
But obviously it sounds like
yeah.
But I needed something like heavy on there. If I'm going to be on my island, I need every now and then just to let that kind of anger out for the music.
Yeah. I'm with you.
So that's my angry track and my last rock track as well.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. Right, hang on, I need to separate what I've done and what I haven't done here. Right, okay, so I've done the wall. So Right, okay. Well, we'll go for this one. It's Eliminator by ZZ Top.
Okay.
What do you need to say, really? Everyone knows who ZZ Top are.
Yep.
It's got some of their most famous tracks on it. It's got my favourite song, which is Legs and Tush.
Yep. That's probably my honourable mentions.
Yeah. Well,
I did consider it.
It was actually one of the easiest picks I made. A minute I thought about it, I thought that whole album.
Yep.
It's just got to go on there.
Yep.
The heavy southern rocky blues, man. It's just unreal. Billy Gibbons' guitar playing and the voice, the bass goes off the handle, the drumming. It's just a beautiful album from beginning to end, man.
I agree.
And it's got a song about Tush on there.
Yeah.
And we do like Tush.
Oh, yes.
We do like Tush. So, Legs to Tush. They've literally got my favourite thing going on. So, yeah, man. So that's my ZZ Top. My ZZ Top made the top 10.
Choice. I don't know why I said I didn't have any more rock, because this album is 100% rock, and I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. But this one is my last one, I promise. And that's Phenomenon by UFO.
Dude, that's in my honourable mentions.
Oh, damn.
That's in my honourable mentions,
Such
bro.
a fucking banger.
Very, very good. I wasn't expecting us to have that nearly the same.
Yeah.
Okay. Favourite song?
Oh man. Probably Space Child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I think mine's probably Built for Comfort.
But yeah, banging album. It's got a little bit of everything, you know. You got your kind of boppy rock, you got your kind of psychedelic space rock in there. You've got.
You would hope so from a band called UFO.
Absolutely, and I've got that one on vinyl as well.
Fantastic, brilliant.
So you know those ones that I've got on vinyl
hold dear,
have that little space in my heart.
Man, that's cool. I'll let this bastard go past. Dude, I was not expecting that at all, bro. Not expecting that at all. Okay, well, I've got. So Ozzy's made a heavy appearance on my list.
Yes, I can imagine.
Being the Ozzy fan that I am,
yep,
I pretty much love everything that man's pushed out.
Yep.
Excluding his turds, of course, because
yep,
it's caca. So obviously he was on my Sabbath album.
Yep.
One of my Sabbath albums, should I say. I've got 2 solo albums from Ozzy.
For your last 2?
I've got 3 more left.
Oh. Have I missed one? Yeah, I have. Oh my god, I'm a fan. Okay.
Have you got another rock album? It's the last one, I promise. I swear.
I thought I'd already said this
see
one.
You see why you give me trust
I'm
issues,
sorry.
man. You
I'm
see
sorry.
why
I'm
you
a
give me
fucking-
trust
no,
issues.
I'm knobhead. Okay. Okay.
Right,
So
okay.
you still got 2 of your 3 left.
I've got
Ozzy
2 of my
solo
3
albums.
left are Ozzy solo albums.
Okay.
And I'm going to kick it off with his latest album, Patient Number 9.
Yeah. Saw that coming.
I had a feeling you'd see that coming. It come literally in the worst week of my life.
Yeah.
That album, and a lot of the songs hit me in a special place.
Yeah. Definitely an
redu-
honourable mention from me as
Yeah,
well. It's a banger of an album.
Some songs reduce me to tears. Other
Yep.
songs just,
They just go hard.
they just go so hard. Parasite and No Escape From Now are just something else. I would love another. Well, I believe there is another album coming,
But
and I would
if
love.
it's like those 2 songs.
I would love for there to be more Tony Iommi on that album,
yes.
man. Because even Degradation Rules, despite it's about wanking, it is a fucking heavy song.
Yeah.
But No Escape From Now, the fact we go from that soft melodic
when it just
intro,
drops, yeah.
and then it's a heavy riff, and then it just goes off the fucking handle, and it just gets heavy and hard and fast. And it's just, mate,
It is a banger.
it is a banger. A banger.
Banger.
Buh.
You know that one.
Banger. So yeah, so that's one of my Ozzy solo albums.
Okay, interesting.
I had to. There's another reason I had to do it, man. It's just I was struggling so hard to pick other albums.
Yeah.
I just had to go for what I love.
That's fair.
Have to
You
go
love
for
what you love.
yeah.
And
Right.
you do love Ozzy.
So
You go straight in. Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah,
I'll let you go because I've got 2
Okay.
more left.
This one, for realsies this time, is my last rock album.
Mm-hmm.
It's Mesmerised by System of a Down. This was the other band that I struggled the most with.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely love System of a Down.
I know you do.
Which you're fully aware of. I've literally listened to them practically all my life. Each different album has like a different, place in my heart. Like Still This album, which is like their second album.
Mm-hmm.
I had an Xbox 360, and for some reason it had 2 albums on there because it was pre-owned. It had 2 albums on there, and there was Garage Inc. by Metallica, which is an honourable mention, but we said we wouldn't do compilations, even though it is a compilation of covers. I wouldn't count covers anyway. No, exactly.
I wasn't counting Ozzy's
cover
album.
And then so it had Still Your album on there as well. That was probably my other choice, but this album, Mesmerizes, it's just so fucking good.
Yeah, man.
So fucking good. Okay. So many bangers on there.
And that's your last rock album, is it?
That is 100%.
That's your 100%. Do you want to check your list? He's going to check his list, ladies and gentlemen, because he's a fucking moron.
Done that one. Yeah.
Okay, so how many you got left? You should have 1 left.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Right. I'm going to go for... I'll leave my other Ozzy album for my last.
Oh.
Is the Black Album by Metallica. Or self-titled album Metallica.
I thought you was going to have a Metallica on there.
I don't know, man. It's just... I know some of the fans from way back when they first come around, they was like thrashy, which I do still like. Master of Puppets and Ride the Lightning and Kill 'Em All. Yep. I love all of that, but the Black Album, man, it's just it's got one of the best love songs of all time. Nothing Else Matters.
Yep.
Which is obviously a ballad. I'm a big fan of a ballad.
Yep.
Obviously, that's Ozzy's ballads all over, so that's quite obvious. But you've got some heavy hitters, man. Every single song. I know you got Enter the Sandman, which is probably overplayed. But then you've got Holier Than Thou, Don't Tread on Me.
Yep.
Mate, just the whole album from beginning to end, I just couldn't not put it on there.
Fair enough.
But I was juggling that between that and Hardwired to Self-Destruct.
Yep.
Which is a 2016 album.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, man, it's just heavy.
We like it.
Punch trees down with your bare fists type of thing.
Okay.
So, I'd be on my desert island playing Minecraft, basically. Just punching trees down to Metallica. So yeah, man, I'm surprised you don't have a Metallica album.
I almost did. I was very much considering it, but I just needed something a little bit more heavy.
Okay.
They were originally in my heavy album space, and I would have chose Black as well.
Yeah.
Funny enough.
Okay.
Because I knew, like I said, I knew Garage Inc. wouldn't count.
I didn't even think. I thought about it. I thought Garage Inc. would be one that you chose, but obviously I was like, we're not doing covers and stuff. So, although let's say the cover of Sabracadabra is fucking unreal.
I love that song. Fucking much.
It's very rare, but it is better than the original.
It is so fucking good. That's probably definitely the song I've listened the most out of that.
100%.
Okay, my final album.
Your final album, man, on your desert island.
You don't even know what this is.
Okay.
It's Dummy by Portishead.
Nope.
It's like this trip hop album from I think 2002.
Mm-hmm.
It's like this female vocalist, very kind of trippy hip hop beats.
Okay.
Like she uses things like reverse sounds of the cymbal and things like. Actually, I don't know if she's in charge of the music, but then it's like kind of like the vocals in White Rabbit.
Right, I came with you. Yeah.
Kind of like those type of vocals over like a trip hop beat.
Okay.
There's some bangers in there.
Okay.
It's what I like to chill to. Very chill. It's music you listen to in the bath type shit.
Not had a bath for a long time.
Me neither, to be fair, but yeah, that's definitely like my chill stuff. Like
okay,
that. So I thought,
interesting.
Definitely going to, because I want to my mind down on my island.
You just want to
vibe out,
sit in your little cove, drinking a coconut.
Yeah.
Listening to that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, man, that's cool. Nice resolve. You had a good mix on your album.
I did.
I think you got a better mix than I do. I think mine's very obviously
rock
mate, Ozzy's made an appearance 3 fucking times.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I wanted it to be a nice mixed so one genre didn't get too stale. Even though I do love them, and
Yeah, I
will
just
probably listen to it for the rest of my life. I just needed that mix.
I get that, and like I say, I have got a few honourable mentions I want to go through before I do my last one. One of them, obviously, was the Grease original soundtrack, which you spoke about earlier. Wish You Were Here, obviously.
Banger.
I had Super Trooper by ABBA, which I know you fucking hate, but ABBA's just there is not one person listening to this podcast that doesn't like ABBA. Do you remember you did that poll on Facebook? And it was like, is Wham or ABBA better? And everyone voted for ABBA. It was a fucking landslide. Anyway.
Delusional people.
Anyway, shut up. I had The Grand Illusion by Styx.
Okay.
Fantastic album. Obviously, we've got Come Sail Away on that.
Yep.
Phenomenon by UFO.
Love it.
I had Incredibad by Lonely Island, just because it's funny.
Yep.
I had Alex Clare, Three Hearts.
Okay.
I had 2001 by Dr. Dre.
Okay.
As well, and they are my honourable mentions among the other 40 albums I had to pick from.
Any honourable mentions I can think of right now? That one Cypress Hill album.
That one Cypress Hill.
You know which one?
Okay. That one.
I can't think of its name.
Oh well, that's on you.
But I do really like that album.
Okay. I think if you liked it enough, you'd know the name.
I'm just a little bit baked right now,
okay.
if I'm honest.
Yep.
And
good excuse.
Yeah. I almost had a Pink Guy album on there. That is second one. What was it called? Pink Season.
Okay.
Just because, like you said for your Lonely Island one, just for something
just
funny to listen to.
Man.
And there are some kind of bangers on there. Like even though he's talking about most fucked up shit, you can sing about. It's just like
man. I was definitely envisioning me running around just rapping to Lonely Island. You know?
Yeah.
The
Gummy Bear album.
Crazy Frog.
Yeah. Tobuscus.
Tobuscus.
I made Sarah listen to the Viral song yesterday.
The Viral song? I don't know if I heard that.
It's the one where it's like, did you know that cashews come from the fruit?
No.
It's a banger.
Fair enough.
We'll listen to it after the podcast.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm over Tobuscus, bruv. I don't mind an occasional literal trailer.
What
it's
about
so fun.
that time we were driving back from work and we just listened to Tobuscus?
Yeah, because that's how I've got literals and I think I've got sideburns as well.
You've got the song.
Oh, the dramatic song.
Dramatic song.
I forgot about that. Right, anyway, my last album.
Oh yes, of course, sorry.
Is Bark at the Moon by Ozzy Osbourne.
Saw that coming.
You saw that coming as
I
well,
saw
did
that
you?
coming.
What made you see that coming?
I don't know, I just know you like that album.
I love that album, man. It's I mean, we'll have to do a time where we talk, or a little series or something like we'll discuss. We're going to talk about probably a lot of music, so.
Yep.
But there's going to be a discussion about Ozzy and
Yep.
Bark at the Moon. Although I love the Randy Rhoads stuff, his first two solo albums, Bark at the Moon just knocks it out of the park. I nearly had Diary of a Madman, I will say, nearly had Diary of a Madman, which is the second Randy album. But J.K. Lee, man, I don't know, I'm Waiting for Darkness.
Yep.
Even if that was just a one-song album, I'd probably have that. Waiting for Darkness, man, it's a good song.
Yes, okay.
So that's my 10 albums, man.
Awesome.
That's my 10 albums.
You did good, well done.
Thank you.
I
I struggled.
I
struggled. I think you could tell I struggled because I've got very rock heavy album.
Yeah.
So obviously, if I wanted to touch, obviously I've listened to a lot of music this past week and a bit.
Yeah.
Or whatever it has been. And it inspired me to write some lyrics.
Yes.
Which I thought were actually quite good, to be
fair.
No.
So, you shared some with me, and they were really good.
I definitely have an Aussie type melody in my head.
Okay.
Surprise.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I just wanted to say that because I was quite proud of it. I sent it to my aunt as well. She liked it.
It's good.
So yeah, so
it's
that's
good
cool.
to get that career sorted out.
So yeah. Another thing I wanted to mention, which was completely not related to the rest of this, probably should have done it in a catch up, but I started watching Harry Potter.
Oh yeah.
Wednesday last week I watched The Philosopher's Stone.
Yep.
Thursday I watched Chamber of Secrets.
Yep.
Now Thursday I saw my little sister had a story up on Snapchat.
Oh yeah.
So I looked at it, and she's watching the Chamber of Secrets as well.
Spooky.
So I messaged her. I was like, "Fuck off, no way." And I was like, "I watched The Philosophers yesterday." And she was like, "Oh my god, so did we." And so I've been going through the Harry Potter films. I've skipped a couple of days, but I'm now up to the Half-Blood Prince.
Love it.
So, and also, believe a band member from a band called The Killing Joke has died. His name's Geordie Walker. I believe he was a guitarist. Killing Joke's quite a good band. I've not really shown you much. I think I've shown you a few songs, but not a lot.
Doesn't ring a bell.
But he was only 64.
Oh.
So, yeah. Rest in peace to Geordie Walker.
Sure.
So,
thank you for that little music update.
No, you're all right.
I didn't even know that.
Mitch's Music Minute.
Yeah. We need to do the Mitch's Music Minute.
I forgot how that went. Yeah, so that's that, man. That was one hell of a struggle this week.
Yeah,
massively.
I can imagine. Well, since we're on the topic of music, we have a little thing that we want to introduce to the podcast. We haven't really named it, but essentially once per episode, what we're gonna do is go back, listen to an artist's discography. Thank you. And we're going to go through each and every album and list off their top song and the worst song of that album.
Yep.
For everything that they've got available on Spotify.
We'll do like one album a week.
Yep.
Because
I would also like to put the rule down that we can't have any like intro tracks as the bottom, because they're just intro tracks, you know. I think they got to be...
Like, you mean like an actual song? Like,
yeah.
Right, okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of albums that have got intro tracks on mine, so...
Well, it depends on which artist you want to do first.
Well,
I know you gave the choice to me, but I think, I don't know, we both got to agree.
I think the choice should be up to you, because I think first, hang on, I forgot how to speak then.
Yeah, that was a bit of a meltdown.
I had a glitch.
That was
I think you could probably pick like the first five artists I'd recommend. Just pick the artist that you think I would say first. This is why I wanted to give the option to you.
You probably would say Ozzy.
Well, of course.
Right.
And then it'd be
Dio.
Yeah.
ZZ.
Maybe not. I would have said Sabbath, of course.
Oh, of course. Oh, yeah. Right, and then...
Probably would have said Pink Floyd.
Okay. But you said you don't want to do Pink Floyd just yet.
No, but that's a lot.
That's fine.
But, well, I mean, we could do whatever you want, but I wanted to give the choice to you, because I think you know
so
who I first would have gone for.
If we did Dio, are we going to do his solo stuff? Or are we going to have to listen through Elf to Rainbow to Sabbath to Solo to Heaven and Hell?
No, because they're all separate artists.
Okay.
Technically, because there's three bands there and one solo artist. Well, it's not... Obviously, they had a band with him, but yeah. It's up to you, man. But if you want to do it as... We could do Dio's solo career, and we could do his couple of Elf albums, his few Rainbow albums, and his few Black Sabbath albums. We can do them all separately. We don't have to... We don't have to do all of Dio's stuff.
Right.
First, you can do maybe the Rainbow albums, and then after we've done the Rainbow albums, we could do Metallica or something.
Right.
After that, we could do fucking MF Doom.
Right.
After that, we could jump back to one of the Dio things. Something like
that.
Okay. However you want to do it, bruv. However you want to do it.
Let's start with Rainbow.
You want to start with Rainbow?
We'll start with Rainbow.
Okay.
We're going to go through and listen to all of Rainbow's discography.
Well, it's one album a week. You don't have to cram the entire thing in 1 week.
Well, I thought we were doing it so...
But I just... Picture the scene here. What if we do Pink Floyd? There's a lot of albums there.
Yeah.
Sorry. Do you think you could do that in a week?
I'd have to binge listen to it, but yeah.
Okay. Well, we come round to Ozzy. He's got a lot of solo albums, man.
Well, we can...
A lot of solo albums.
Break him up a little bit.
Okay, right.
If there's too many, we can...
Do part 1, part 2.
Yeah.
Okay, right, okay. So let's confirm the albums in. I'll have a look at the albums. I'm going to get my notes up and note it down as well. But you want to start with Rainbow, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Rainbow would be a good little starting point.
Okay. Rainbow.
Oh, yeah. And if there's any artists you at home want to recommend, head over to youtube.com/Noobearian and comment on this podcast on
Do
YouTube. I notice how no one's done that yet, even though last time I had a right old bitch about it.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
They don't care. Maybe
I'm gonna
Pete
start
might know.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna start name dropping people.
Don't.
Tom, I know you're listening.
Yeah, Tom.
You're a biggest
We'll name
fan.
drop Tom.
We won't say your surname, but we know you're listening.
Yeah, man.
Go over to youtube.com/Noobearian and comment
Make a comment.
anything, even if it's just hello.
That's what I said last time.
I know, but you specifically. Since we're semi-talking about music, Spotify Wrapped came out yesterday.
It did.
For those who may not know, Spotify once a year towards the Christmas season shows you your stats of what you listen to the most and kind of what type of person you are listening. So just quickly, where the fuck is mine gone? There it is. Okay, my top artists were obviously MF Doom, Black Sabbath, The Sword. I did almost have Sword albums.
And so did I.
Apocalypse, which obviously I do, and Starface. And the only reason Starface is only on this because he's done so many collabs with MF Doom.
Yep.
Listening to that more. My top songs was Potholders, which is a banger. Closer to the Heart by Rush, which is a banger. Rap Snitch Knishes, which is MF Doom. Godzilla by Blue Oyster Cult. And You Can Call Me Out, because that song just slaps.
Okay. Right, should we go
And
for
I was a Cyclops as well, which meant...
What does that mean?
Let me
I think it says something about you being loyal to
Yeah.
your artists.
Wait, hold on. Here it is. When it comes to your listening, you're loyal and devoted. You like to focus on one genre, sometimes while wearing a monocle. But I feel like that's not true because I have a very mix of hip-hop, rap, rock, metal. Like, I don't know. That's just me personally.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Maybe it's because I just listened to so much MF Doom, just things.
Maybe,
like,
yeah.
So, like I said, top 1%.
Well, my top artists,
Mhm.
surprise, surprise, Black Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne, Pink Floyd, Metallica, and Dio.
Who would have guessed?
I listened to nearly 60,000 minutes of music. My top songs were Dragula by Rob Zombie.
I was quite surprised that was your top song, to be fair.
Oh, mate, I blasted it this year. I've got number 2 is Break Stuff by Limp Bizkit.
Yeah.
I've got Please Mr. Postman.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
I've got Mad Mad World by Shaggy.
Of course.
And then I don't even know how to pronounce the last one. So, The Sun Don't Shine. I know that much. Apparently, I was an alchemist. Listening is your laboratory. You create your own playlists more than other listeners do.
Which you do be making playlists.
I do be making playlists, and I am top 0.05 fan of Sabbath.
There you go.
I spent nearly 4,000 minutes listening to Sabbath. So there's that.
Yeah.
We'll run over the Rainbow albums later, buddy.
Alright, yeah, no worries.
So yeah. So well, you wanted to introduce your top 10 thing, didn't you?
Yeah. So we got a desert island. We've got top 10 movies. We now have a top 10 albums.
We've only did top 5 movies, so if
You are correct.
if you want to do a top 5 part 2 of movies, I'll allow it. Only because you let me have the top 10.
I might save that for later.
Yeah, that's fine.
So we're on our island. Something washes us ashore. We're like, what the fuck is that? We run over. It's in the sand. We brush off. It's a game console that we've never seen before.
Okay.
This game console can play games from any console
Right.
that's ever existed,
Okay.
even PC.
Right.
Okay, you have 10 games
Ooh.
that you can play
Ooh.
on your little console whilst you're on your island.
Okay.
Any console, any generation.
Shit the bed. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So stay tuned for that. Next
I'm already
episode.
thinking about
Yeah,
it.
no.
I'm already thinking about it. I like that.
Thank you.
We should do top 10 people we would take with us. I don't even know 10 people to
Right.
take, to be fair.
So I've also got some stories saved.
Oh, what some funny stories.
From Reddit. Yep.
Whoa.
They don't top Tommy the Turtle.
I don't think anything's topping Tommy the Turtle.
I know there's stuff
Except
out
all
there that does. But I thought it'd be just nice to include. I did find 2 that did make me chuckle.
Okay.
So this one is from r/confession. I threw my grandmother's ashes and used the use the box to hide my drugs in.
That's fucked up, man.
Being in the degenerate hedonist I was at 16, I needed a place to hide my doping pills. My parents were very clever, and it needed to be hidden very well. Some place I would never think to look. One day, I got up to looking up at Granny on the shelf. It was a nice wooden box with an engraving on it. Light bulb. I pick it up and notice the screws at the bottom. I fetch a screwdriver and crack open Granny's soon-to-be not-so-final resting place. There she was, just a big plastic bag full of ashes. She was a mean old bitch, an alcoholic, abusive, pathological liar. No one really missed her. Very few cried at her funeral. I think most were just relieved that my old hag finally keeled over. I don't feel bad when I throw her ass in the garbage. Still don't. Every time I visit home, I can't help but smile when I see that box on the shelf.
Oh my god.
The other one, this made me chuckle more, but I think it was because it was late, I was chonged, and it was just so stupid it made me laugh.
Oh mate, that's just brilliant. Fucking throw her in the garbage.
Okay, so this is just r/funny stories. Title: I'm slowly brainwashing my cousin.
Oh, fucking hell.
So, every time I go to my cousin's for the weekend, my little cousin falls asleep first. So I started about 3 months ago just to whisper the word Minecraft at him in his sleep, in hopes that it'd be brainwashed into thinking about Minecraft for the rest of his life.
Is that it?
Just the dumbest fucking... Top comment is just, this is some psychopath shit.
It's messed up.
It's just
dear.
Minecraft. Just...
How many times does he say it?
I don't know, it wasn't specific, but he's been doing it for 3 months. Just saying Minecraft.
That's fucking weird, man. What the fuck?
So, if you know any stories, please let us know.
Oh dear,
I'd love to tell them.
I scoured the internet for stories, man.
I did
For stories. I couldn't find anything that made me laugh at all. I don't know if it's just 'cause I was reading it. Last time it was a whole vibe, and we was reading Tommy the Turtle.
I mean,
Tommy.
I could probably think of a fucked up story from like my life.
Yeah, but will it be funny? Will it be Tommy the Turtle funny? That's the bar. That is the bar. No.
So, this was year 9.
So you was like 13, 14.
Yeah, maybe
13.
Maybe year 9. Year 8, year 9.
So you was like 13.
Yeah, around that age. So we had like a library that was like, you go into a room. There was a door on the left, that was a library, and then next to there was like a little reading room.
Mm-hmm.
And for like English, sometimes we would just go to the library for a lesson, which is pretty cool.
You have a very low bar for what cool is, man.
And I don't know. Yeah.
Anyway,
I don't know. I like reading. I guess I'm a little fucking nerd. But so there was a bunch of us. Me, the kid we'll call A, and like 2 other of my friends were in this room. And there's a poster on the wall. And we're just kind of looking around, we're not, just dicking about because we're in the reading room. The teachers can't see us, they just think we're reading. So we're just kind of laughing about, looking around. There's this poster on the wall of like how worms reproduce.
Right.
And it's got like pictures of them like splitting off and shit and being gross and wormy.
Asexual, aren't they?
Yeah. We're talking about worm sex.
Yeah.
You know, as we do. And I turn over and look at A, and he has a massive erection. Like,
what?
And me being a fucking little shit teenager, turn around and goes, A's got a boner! Ah! Now, how would you react in that situation? If you're getting pointed at, you got a boner, you've been caught with it.
You've been caught with your boner?
Yeah. And someone's pointed it out and laughed about it. What would you say is the normal reaction?
Fucking jab my boner in your eye.
That's not too far off from the truth.
I'm joking, I'd probably punch in the face.
No, what A did in once was he got up and grabbed my head, and he like humped my ear and ran off crying. His brother touched my ear.
How did that feel?
I was very shook and uncomfortable at the time.
I can imagine you was.
It happened so fast, and I was just like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know what went through his head for him to think like that. And he did it out of rage. Like, he was visibly upset, got all embarrassed, got up angry.
Humped your head and then ran
angrily
away.
humped me and ran.
And cried.
And cried.
That's weird. I mean,
that is fucking bizarre.
I don't know, you did kind of deserve to get your ear humped.
Everyone else laughed and pointed as well. It wasn't just me.
I remember this one time, this kid in my school, we'll call him A, he had a boner, and we was waiting for PE, and someone called him out, and he got up and got very aggressive.
Just aggressive?
Not sexually aggressive, just aggressive. He was trying to push people over the fence and that. That was quite funny.
School.
I've got a story that involves sick and poo. It was probably like maybe the illest I've ever felt in my life, or been in my life. It was bad.
You brought it up now somewhere.
I think I've told you the story.
You probably have.
Right, okay, so I was quite young. I don't know, maybe like 10, 11. And I woke up one night. I didn't feel very good.
Right.
I could feel stuff on my pillow and that. I didn't know what it was. I could feel something in my trousers, didn't know what that was either. And I stood up and I could feel something clinging to my leg. And I shook it out the bottom of my PJ bottoms, because obviously back then you wear PJ bottoms.
Yeah.
And I turn the light on, and there's just this. The only way I can describe it, and it's fucking rancid, is it's like a sticky ball of mousse, chocolate mousse, right? Obviously, I'm not very well.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not very well, and I've looked at it, and I'm like, what is that? Look at my bed. I'm pretty sure there's sick on my bed. That's what the stuff on my pillow was. Now, the step from my bedroom to my parents' bedroom is, at 10, 11 years old, 2 steps at best. You could do it in one as an adult.
Right.
It's at a bit of an angle to the right from my bedroom, yeah?
Right.
I open my door, I take 1 step, and I drop to my knees straight away, and I start throwing up everywhere. Everywhere. I pushed my parents' door, because I think their door was ajar. I pushed their door open. I'm crawling on my hands and knees. I've stopped throwing up, but then I throw up again, because I remember trying to stand up, and I went down again. And what my stepmom must have saw when she opened her eyes, because she was closest to the door, as I've crawled round the corner like some zombie with no legs. I'm covered in sick. There's poo up my back all the way to my neck. There was poo on my head near enough, man. It was all the way down to my ankles.
Kill me.
Pretty much, man. It was like I was like suffering something awful. I don't know if my parents remember that, but I remember that, and I think maybe my dad showered me, and I think my stepmom cleaned up the sick.
Oh man, your dad listens to the podcast, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh. He's going to remember now, I hope.
I hope they do remember that story, because I remember it, and it was
Please
fucking
let me know
horrible.
if he does listen and he remembers.
Okay,
if he has his point of view, because that is golden.
It's, bruv.
I feel bad for you, but it's such a beautiful
It's just
image.
weird. The only...
Sorry.
the only way I can... It was almost like, when I fell to my knees, man, it was almost like someone turned gravity up to 1,000,000, and I just could not stand up. It was my knees or nowhere.
Right.
I just couldn't get up. And then I tried to get up again, and I just went back down again. It was just not okay, man. I remember crawling into their room. I remember that.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Hey.
That was ill.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So, that was good.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Spoke about poo again.
Yeah, we did.
Oh well. A recurring thing, I suppose.
Whoopsie.
You can't have a poo on a desert island.
You do.
Just put it in the ocean, wouldn't you?
I don't know, maybe keep it for like fertiliser or something.
Could do. What are you growing on a desert island though?
Coconuts.
Take a while to
Aloe
grow them
vera.
trees, I think. don't know how it takes to grow, but to grow a whole fucking tree, I think it might take a while.
Maybe. I don't know. Just plants. Maybe I find some seeds and some bird shit. Just start
You want to
planting
keep
them
your
to see.
poo-poo?
Maybe a little bit.
Not sure how I'd feel about it.
Depends on how much I share.
I mean, eating coconuts all the time,
Yeah,
you'd shit a lot, and it wouldn't be. Well, good luck saving it. It's going to run away from you. I just poo in the ocean. I'll poo in the ocean on one side of the island, I'll catch fish on the other side.
Brilliant.
Fucking spearing a fish, I pull it out as one of my turds.
Got a big one!
Oh, who would you can take 3 people to your desert island, who you take them with you?
You, Sarah, Connor.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
So that'd be a grand old time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
What about you?
Who would I take?
Yeah.
You.
Yep.
Probably my dad, because he's an outdoorsman.
Yeah, I felt like it'd be useful.
Who else? On a desert island? I don't know. Can I take a dog?
Sure.
I'll take a dog.
Brilliant.
I will get a puppy for this desert island, and we'll have a little island doggo.
Brilliant. I like that.
Call him Tiki.
If you want, buddy, it's your dog.
He's going to be big dog.
Big dog.
Big Tiki.
Big Tiki.
Tiki.
I like that. Tiki dog.
Tiki. What are we talking about now?
Dogs
Dogs.
on islands. Island dogs.
Island dogs. No. Let's not bring that back. Not
Let's
heard
not.
from them in a while.
They kissed.
Disappeared. What?
They started on OnlyFans and they kissed and maybe sucked each other's dick.
No.
I think I read
No.
that. I think I read that somewhere.
No, that's not true. That can't be true.
I don't want to put that out there because I don't know the whole story behind it. I don't do research for those things, but I'm pretty sure they definitely started on the
Judging by
OnlyFans.
your research of Batman porn, I'm pretty sure you are the kind of guy to research those things.
Yeah. It's softcore. There's no pen and what? There it is, but you don't really see it.
Still.
Okay.
Anyway.
I've got a funny story.
Okay.
So I was catching up with a friend who lives in Alabama. Hadn't spoken to him in a very long time, but it's just me and him. We're kind of kicking the shit, chatting. And he's telling me a story. So during his high school years, his place was the place people would come over to smoke and shit.
Alright.
And one time 2 friends came, or there was like a friend and then that friend's friend
Yep.
came over, and one of them had brought spice.
Oh.
I'm not sure if intentionally or not.
Okay.
Or like but like my friend was like, oh, I don't want any of that shit near me. And apparently he didn't tell his friend. So the guy had the spice, didn't say anything about it. But for context, it was around the same time Wolf of Wall Street had come out.
Okay.
What was that, 2008? Ish?
2013, mate.
Nah.
Yeah, bro. I'll look it up now.
Okay. Well, not mega important, but yeah, it's around the same time that came out. And
I like being right, and you're a film guy. So.
Oh, okay. And so they're chilling out in the back. The friend with the spice is inside smoking. It is 2013, fair enough.
It's the year my mum died.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, you were saying?
And his friend was like, oh, I'm going to smoke as well. But he didn't know it was spice, so he went and ripped like a bong of it.
Ooh.
And so the friend came out, and he was kind of a bit like, and he's like, you ready? Grayson was like, what? And the friend starts beating his chest. So Grayson obviously thinks he's doing the shit from Wolf Street, so he starts doing it too, and he's like, no man, be serious. So he's like, alright, shit.
He weren't having a heart attack, was he?
And like he's like, mate, no, I need you to be serious. And he's like, what do you mean? He's like, I can't fucking breathe, my heart's gonna stop. Like, he's trying to fucking keep his heart going.
Jesus
He
Christ.
thought he was doing the shit.
Imagine that. Fucking your granddad comes running and just and you're just like,
I was
oh
fucking
my
crying
god,
when he
you'd be the
told me
sole
that.
reason that person was dead. Oh my god.
Both men ended up being fine, by the way.
Oh
and
good. Well,
but-
fucking
oh yeah, that really tickled me when he told me. Just imagining being in that scenario, how much of a fucking dumbass would you feel like? Oh man,
oh my god.
beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Imagine that shit. Stupid deaths. Stupid deaths.
I died because my friend thought I was doing the shit from
Oh
Wall
my
Street.
Horrible Histories was good.
Oh, I loved me some horror history.
That's accurate.
Like the books as well.
I can't read.
Okay,
I can, but I can't.
I get what you
I think we've discussed this already.
mean. Yeah,
But yeah, I can't read.
that's fine.
I've tried.
Yeah.
Many times.
Yeah.
Should I try again?
Maybe
Should I try one more time?
give it a go.
I'll try one more time. What should I read though?
Something maybe a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Like a way, like a
Lord of the Rings. I keep reading like a quarter of Lord of the Rings and stop.
They are chunky books to be reading.
But I do like Lord of the Rings.
They are good.
I love Lord of the Rings. Excuse me. Cut that out a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it's with the lorry.
Yep.
Your favourite Lord of the Rings character?
Probably Samuel.
Oh, it's Samwise Gamgee, of course.
He is.
Of course. That's
Such-
without a doubt. Other than Samwise Gamgee.
Aragon.
Aragon was my favourite when I was a kid. Samwise, you grow up and realise, oh my god, he's the hero of this story.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should we do a top
probably
10?
Gandalf.
Should we do...
He's
Yeah,
awesome.
fair enough, I do love Gandalf.
Yeah.
You would not pardon an old man from his walking
Right.
stick.
He's always puffing on the Hobbit weed.
Hobbit herb.
Was it?
We should do like a top 10 favourite sword wielding characters
Okay.
from anything.
Maybe we'll do that after video games
From
for our desert
Anything.
island.
Games, films, TV.
Just swordsman.
Just sword wielding characters.
Interesting.
There used to be this game I played on my mum's laptop, and it was Bill Gates versus Steve Jobs, and they had lightsabers.
I vaguely remember like a Flash game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was wicked playing that.
I do vaguely remember. Did you ever play Interactive Body?
I did.
Used to love
Used to beat the shit out of that dude.
Played it so much I unlocked everything.
Yeah, man.
Everything. Every skin, every weapon,
Yep.
everything. And I would used to like crash my granddad's computer because I'd like get all the crazy shit and have it all
Just
have
click
at
it
once
off,
and,
Carl.
just
Yeah, man.
fucking go nuts with it.
Did you ever play Beat Me Up?
Yeah, a little bit.
Beat Me Up. What about the torture game?
The torture game.
Yeah. Where that guy was like strung up.
Yeah, yeah.
Lit by his arm.
Yeah.
It's fucked, bro. How was we playing that?
Flash games were just
At that young.
different.
I
back
literally
then.
I literally remember sitting there playing that game trying to shave his skin off without him dying.
I oddly remember doing something similar. That's so fucked. Like,
Take a chainsaw to his limbs.
You had like websites like Newgrounds
Yep.
where a lot of Flash games were uploaded to, and there was that time of the internet where people were just trying to see how much they could get away with. You know, YouTube was a very different place back then.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
true.
And same with games, music, films, maybe even music. But yeah, that's why I think a lot of Flash games were just the most fucked up things you can imagine.
It was pretty mental, man. Dad and Me was a good game.
like the
I
crazy.
loved it.
They make Castle Crashers.
Yeah, I think that's why it looked familiar when I see you play it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, that was a great game. Raft Wars.
Oh, yeah.
I showed you Raft
Yeah,
Wars.
yeah. Tanks. Remember when we just played Tanks?
Mate,
We
yeah, I
got my
remember
little
that.
brother to boot up. He's got like this fancy gaming laptop. And we were like, boot up this shitty Flash game.
We were playing the most fucking B shit ever.
Hell yeah. And Bowman too.
Yep. I played that with
Papa's Freezeria.
you. Nah.
You didn't play any of the Papa's games?
Nah.
What?
No, I never played any games like that, man.
Oh, okay.
Played a lot of like racing games. A lot of dirt bike games on the computer. I had a Hot Wheels game that my auntie showed me once, but I could never find it again, and it was sick
Did
as
you play
shit.
Happy Wheels?
Of course I played Happy
Fucking
Wheels.
loved
Of
Happy
course
Wheels.
I played Happy Wheels.
I used to like doing like the spear throw levels. You'd play as like the Segway guy.
Yep.
And like, but at the beginning you'd have to like jump off the Segway. And you'd have to like flop around and grab spears behind you and
Throw them.
yeet
Yeah,
them.
any of there's
Yeah.
ball ones. Any of them.
Yeah.
Any of them I
That
loved.
was sick.
They was fucking like fan made maps, weren't they?
Yeah.
I loved them. They were brilliant, man.
Did you ever play the Pokemon one? Where it's like
Don't think I did. No.
you like it's like Pikachu and then a fucking lightning bolts will come down. You got to dodge them if you don't. They'll just fucking crush you and destroy everything. Like,
What a game!
oh,
I used to
man.
watch Tabascus play that.
Yeah. Same to be fair. Him and PewDiePie. PewDiePie was pretty fucking big for doing. Happy
Yeah,
Wheels.
yeah.
That's how I discovered PewDiePie
I think that's how I discovered PewDiePie.
because I was playing.
And then,
a
and
level.
then I think I watched him play a few horror games.
I was playing a level and it was like the different. I think it was like a Spikeful one. It was
Yeah,
like the further you fall, the closer it gets, and it says the different levels you're at. It's
yeah.
like, yeah, like one was like PewDiePie, and I was like, what is that? I went on
Yeah,
to
man, I
Google.
remember seeing it. It was like fucking 5 points, 10 points. Gandalf, Tabascus, PewDiePie.
Yeah. God, like impossible
God,
hacker.
yeah, fucking
Yeah,
prime Superman.
shit like that.
Yeah, I remember that. Wow, what a time to be alive.
Right.
Shit time to be alive. When do you wish you were born?
I don't know.
Or are you happy with being born in 1999?
I don't know. I feel like being born in this age does have its perks and benefits. Like I did get to experience the great flash genre of the internet.
True.
But I don't know, shit in the world is fucked, but then shit in the world was fucked in the past as well.
The world's always been fucked.
Exactly, like I feel like no matter how far I get, it's just I don't know. It's shit.
I just think there used to be simpler times.
But I don't think they were though. I think we just look back with our nostalgia goggles and it's easier to remember all the good shit about the past, but if you actually look at it, they were going through the same shit that we're going through right now. Things getting more expensive, wars and fucking, shit politics and, all of that crap.
Yeah, but it was just living life was simpler. Everyday life was just simpler.
Maybe.
It's all this technology, I don't like it. It smells like poo.
Poo-poo technology.
Poo-poo technology.
Oh.
I wish I was born in 1955.
Why?
I'm just looking at it from the point of, obviously I've always liked music, but it's about 15, maybe 1957, but like between the ages of 13 and 15 is when I really started getting into my music, and that would have made me about 15, 13 when Sabbath come out. Then by the time Ozzy come out, I would have been a young adult.
Yeah.
Well, like a full-on adult, really.
Yeah.
And so.
Okay.
And simpler times.
But then what if it's not simpler times back then?
I'll be like, I'll go back further. I'll go to the caveman times. Just
No dramas there. Just
either dead or alive. That's
Yep.
it, literally. Yeah.
Fair enough. Have you seen what the PlayStation Plus games are next month?
I haven't.
We're getting Lego 2K Racers. Looks pretty cool. It's
Yeah.
like a karting game, but you get to build your cars.
Okay.
And I think you
I
can
bet
have
there's
different vehicles.
There's a massive catch-22 with that.
Probably. Power Wash Simulator,
Right.
which you can play online. So,
Okay.
I mean, I've already got that one. And most of the DLCs. And then some...
That was a weird brag, bro.
It's I don't know. It's probably... Other than Minecraft, I think that was the game I've played the most this year.
Yeah.
I've played the shit out of it.
Not really played much, to be fair.
It's just relaxing, like just
Yeah.
something to chill and do. Sometimes I'll just, because it's easy, just put it on whilst I'm chatting with people.
What was there another one?
Yeah, there's like I can't remember what it was called, but you're just exploring a desert.
Right.
A little, like a weird little indie game, I think.
Okay.
Can't remember what it's called on the top of my head, but
Okay.
yeah.
May have played that.
Oh, interesting. I've been PS5 only, but
fair
I don't remember.
There's a few games I've played that you wouldn't probably expect me to play. 'Cause obviously, I'm really just an RPG player, but there's a couple of games I've played, like fucking. Fuck. I forgot what it was called. Played it like once a long time ago. Yeah. It's picking it up, though. I don't know. So you got a big cut to do there, man.
Easy to see. I don't have to zoom in as much.
You got to zoom in.
Sometimes.
Oh, fair enough, man. Well, I'm happy to end it there if you are. I haven't got anything else to say. I probably should have introduced the game thing like right at the end, because I've been thinking about games pretty much since you mentioned it.
Well, that's all we have time for today.
Well,
Thank you very much for.
got plenty of time, but
That's all the time we have that we want to spend with you.
yeah,
stinky
you
little listener.
ungrateful pricks.
No, but seriously, thank you
No,
to everyone
yeah.
who has been listening. It has been much appreciated. Please check us out on youtube.com/Noobearian or on Spotify, which
Goodbye.
just type in Noobearian as well and it comes
Yeah.
straight up, which is lovely jubbly.
Love that.
Yeah, if you can, leave us a comment,
Just leave a comment for effing fucking sake,
please.
please. Like, you're the people in our lives that claim to fucking love us.
Exactly.
What are you playing at, eh?
Yeah.
What are you playing at? Not feeling that love no more. I'm gonna cry right now.
He's got tears.
I've
in his
got
eyes.
tears. I'm joking. I can do it though.
I know, I've seen them.
Right, no. Well, thank you for listening.
Yep.
You fucking sad losers.
See you next time for a top 10 video games for a desert island.
Yep.
And yeah,
We how are we gonna power any of this stuff that we're
powered
using?
by coconuts, of
Power,
course.
of course, yes.
Of course.
All the shit that you have saved.
We have monkeys.
I don't think you can call them that.
Okay, goodbye.
Jibber,
Jabber,
jabber,
jibber,
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 jibber,
jabber,
jabber, jibber, jabber, jibber, jabber, jibber, jabber. Jibber,
jabber,
jabber,
jibber,
jibber,
jabber,
jabber, jibber,
jabber,
jabber,
jibber,
jibber,
jabber,
jabber, jibber,
jabber,
jabber,
jibber,
jibber,
jabber,
jabber, jibber,
jabber,
jabber,
jibber,
jibber,
jabber.
jabber. Jibber,
Jabber,
jabber, jibber,
jabber,
jabber, jibber,
jabber,
jabber,
jibber,
jibber,
jabber,
jabber, jabber, jibber, jabber, jibber, jabber, jibber.
jabber.